Welcome to our leadership transformation journey. Did you know that a staggering 77% of organizations report they're currently experiencing a leadership gap? Or that only 10% of people naturally possess high leadership skills, according to Gallup? But here's the kicker. Leadership isn't just about being born with it. It's about building it. Whether you're a budding manager or a seasoned executive, the road to becoming a great leader is paved with learning, growth, and a dash of courage. In this series, we're going to unpack 8 tips to improve leadership skills, diving into practical, game-changing strategies that will not just fill that leadership gap but catapult you into a realm of leadership excellence you may not have thought possible. From honing your emotional intelligence to mastering the art of communication, we've got you covered. So, buckle up. We're about to embark on an exciting adventure that will challenge you, change you, and ultimately, unlock the great leader within you. Stay tuned as we reveal the secrets to transforming your leadership skills, one powerful step at a time. Let's make leadership not just a role you play, but a journey you embrace with every fiber of your being. Ready to lead like never before? Let's dive in. Chapter 1. Develop emotional intelligence. Did you know that emotional intelligence is often touted as the cornerstone of effective leadership? It's true. Studies suggest that leaders with high emotional intelligence are better equipped to handle the pressures of the job, leading to more cohesive teams and improved performance. Emotional intelligence, or EQ, is about understanding your emotions and those of others. It's like having an internal compass that guides you through the complex world of interpersonal relationships. Daniel Goleman, a leading voice in EQ, highlights its importance, saying, "The most effective leaders are alike in one crucial way. They all have a high degree of emotional intelligence." But how can you develop this superpower? Start by practicing self-awareness. Reflect on your reactions and why you feel a certain way in different situations. It's about becoming an observer of your inner world. Next, tune into your empathy skills by genuinely listening to others and trying to see things from their perspectives. Remember, leadership is not about dictating, it's about connecting. Chapter 2. Practice active listening. Imagine leading a team where everyone feels heard and valued. That's the power of active listening. It's a skill that might seem simple but is often overlooked. By truly listening to what your team has to say, you're not just collecting insights but also building trust. And here's an interesting fact. According to a study by Wright State University, effective listening can influence up to 40% of a leader's job performance. That's a significant impact. Active listening involves more than just hearing words. It's about understanding the message behind them. It requires full concentration, understanding, responding, and then remembering what is being said. So, how can you become an active listener? Start with the intent to understand, not to reply. When someone is speaking, focus entirely on their words, tone, and body language. Encourage them to share more by asking open-ended questions or paraphrasing their points. This not only deepens the conversation but also reinforces your role as a leader who values their team's input. Chapter 3. Cultivate strategic thinking. Ever wondered why some leaders always seem to be 2 steps ahead? It's all about strategic thinking. Harvard Business Review shines a light on this, stating that strategic thinkers are 3.6 times more likely to be seen as effective leaders. It's not just about having a vision. It's about plotting a course to turn that vision into reality. Strategic thinking involves understanding the big picture, identifying opportunities and threats, and making decisions that align with long-term success. But how do you become a strategic thinker? Start by staying curious. Read widely. Not just about your industry but about the world. This broadens your perspective and fuels innovation. Set aside time each week to reflect on your goals and the steps needed to achieve them. Ask yourself, what if? Scenarios to prepare for different outcomes. Remember, strategic thinking is not a talent but a skill that can be honed with practice. Chapter 4. Foster a positive work environment. A positive work environment isn't just nice to have. It's a must-have for high-performing teams. Did you know that organizations with a strong positive culture outperform their competitors in customer satisfaction, productivity, and profitability? A study by Deloitte found that 94% of executives and 88% of employees believe a distinct workplace culture is important to business success. It's clear, the environment you create can make or break your team's spirit and performance. Creating a positive work environment starts with you. Show appreciation for hard work, celebrate team achievements, and address challenges with a constructive and optimistic outlook. Encourage open communication and make sure everyone feels valued and included. It's about creating a space where everyone can thrive. As Richard Branson famously said, "Take care of your employees, and they'll take care of your business." Chapter 5. Empower your team. Empowering your team is like unlocking hidden potential within each member. Google's Project Aristotle, a study on team productivity, revealed that the most successful teams are those where members feel safe, valued, and empowered to contribute their best work. Empowerment isn't just delegating tasks. It's about providing the tools and support your team needs to succeed and then stepping back to let them shine. So, how do you empower your team? Start by setting clear expectations and providing the resources needed to meet those expectations. Encourage autonomy by allowing team members to make decisions within their areas of expertise. This shows trust and respect for their abilities. Also, provide opportunities for growth and learning. Whether it's through workshops, courses, or challenging projects, helping your team develop new skills is a win-win. Chapter 6. Lead by example. The phrase, "lead by example," might sound cliché, but its importance cannot be overstated. Your team will mirror your actions, attitudes, and levels of dedication. A study by the Center for Creative Leadership found that leading by example is one of the most important things a leader can do to be effective. It's about showing, not just telling. How can you lead by example? It starts with integrity. Be honest and transparent in your dealings. Show dedication to your work, meet your deadlines, and maintain a positive attitude, even in challenging times. Your behavior sets the tone for the entire team. Also, show resilience. When faced with setbacks, take them as opportunities to learn and grow, and encourage your team to do the same. This not only builds a strong team spirit but also fosters a culture of continuous improvement. Chapter 7. Continuously learn and adapt. The best leaders are perpetual students. Bill Gates, one of the world's most successful leaders, famously said, "I never took a day off in my 20s. Not one." While we're not advocating for skipping vacations, Gates' dedication to learning and growth is something to admire. The world is constantly changing, and staying ahead requires an unquenchable thirst for knowledge. A report by Deloitte points out that learning organizations are 92% more likely to innovate, proving that continuous learning isn't just about personal growth, it's a strategic advantage. But how do you foster this continuous learning? First, cultivate a mindset of curiosity and openness to new experiences. Encourage feedback from your team and peers, and take it seriously. Seek out mentors and be a mentor yourself. Remember, learning is not confined to formal education. Every interaction and every challenge is an opportunity to learn something new. Chapter 8. Communicate effectively and transparently. Communication is the glue that holds teams together. A study from Towers Watson found that companies with highly effective communication practices enjoy 47% higher total returns to shareholders compared to firms that struggle with communication. Effective and transparent communication builds trust, aligns team members with the organization's goals, and helps mitigate conflicts before they escalate. So, how can you improve your communication skills? Start by being clear and concise in your messaging. Avoid jargon and speak in simple terms that everyone can understand. Listen as much as you speak, and make sure you're truly hearing what others have to say. Practice empathy by considering the perspectives and feelings of your team members. And don't forget about non-verbal communication. Your body language can often say more than your words. In wrapping up, remember that leadership is not about commanding from the front but about guiding, teaching, and inspiring those around you. It's a role that requires humility, courage, and a commitment to continuous improvement. As we've explored these 8 strategies, from developing emotional intelligence to communicating effectively, keep in mind that leadership is a journey. There's always more to learn, more to improve, and more ways to inspire your team.